You were previously convicted of theft of 1984, 1985, of 1989, 1991.
Welcome to Bench Report Court Cam.
Okay, so I'm looking at the indictment on this one. Are any of these prior thefts actual third degrees or higher, or are they all enhanced because they're state jail felony with prior thefts? Because if they are, I don't think we get to the second degree.
You don't?
I don't. I feel like we've talked about that. I think you can't enhance and then enhance again. Unfortunately, I don't necessarily agree with that law.
I think it is. They have to have another felony other than.
It's my understanding that if it's a misdemeanor theft that's enhanced to a state jail, then it can't later be used to enhance another misdemeanor
Unless it's a
enhanced.
different felony.
It has to be either a regular felony of any type. It can be a
Right,
theft,
right,
but
right.
it has to be a regular felony theft,
Right.
or it has to be a regular felony of some other type, which is unfortunate in my
So in
opinion.
my notes, Judge, just if I may, and I would be happy to go back through and map all of these priors out. It looks like when I originally reviewed it, I made a note to myself that she had at least two misdemeanor thefts that were enhanced to state jail with sequential regular felonies.
Okay.
But if the indictment doesn't reflect that.
Well,
maybe
I don't
that-
know if it does, because the indictment doesn't list them like that. It just says theft. It doesn't have the degree. So
Right.
I would need, if we're going to go through the indictment, if you can hold it while you check which ones might be real
Yes.
felonies.
Yes, and in light of that, Judge, since she's going to reject, I think it's very clear that it's a third degree. My offer was a 5-year cap, so that would be within a
But I don't
third
know
or
if-
second.
I don't know
But
if
I
it
know we
is.
need to admonish her.
I don't know if it can even be a
A third?
third unless, let's
I'll
look
check.
at it. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we've done this and then I forget again and then I go back through it, but, okay, I'll hold it. Yeah, double check if it can be either.
Okay. It might take me a minute.
Yeah, because I think if they're all enhanced,
I think
then it doesn't matter if it's a second or a third or whatever it is, unless they're real felonies, I think. But y'all double check me, please. And if you have the real felonies, that makes it easy instead of the enhanced ones. Okay, just go back with the bailiff for a minute, ma'am. Let's see. Good morning, ma'am. Are you Veronica Randall? Yes. And Ms. Randall, in cause number 25, GCCR 0246, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of property with previous convictions. That's from November 21st of 2024. Your indictment alleges you were previously convicted of theft April 4th of 1984, April 11th of 1985, April 10th of 1989, November 12th of 1991, October 10th of 1994, May 6th of 1999, April 17th of 2008, August 24th of 2015, April 29th of 2016, November 28th of 2016, and then February 11th of 2019. And what that means is that
there's
Judge, you
Also,
allowed us a little bit of time last week. when we had
Yes.
This issue. I feel like just to be on the safe side, we have marked third degree. I've gone through the priors. There's a lot of underlying misdemeanor priors that some of them, to be quite candid with the
There's a
court, will
robbery.
be difficult to prove it due to the age of the prints.
Okay.
So I think it's probably safe to say it's at least a third, if not a second. Based on this offer, we would move to proceed on the third at this time. If this is rejected and we do get on the trial docket and I have a little bit more time for Mr. Robinson to look at those prints and we make a determination.
And there are other way
I would
other
give
than
them
prints. I mean,
Correct.
those can be proved up even if there's no prints, as long as there's,
I will give appropriate notice.
Okay.
Place on the trial.
So, Ms. Randall, what that means, as you heard, is at least for you would be facing punishment of a third-degree felony if you go to trial and you're found guilty, which is between 2 years and a 10-year punishment, with the possibility of it being a second-degree felony, and that would be between 2 years and up to 20 years. Do you understand? And then in cause number 25 DCCR 0247, you're also charged with theft of property with previous convictions. That's from November 16th of 2024. Same prior offenses are alleged in that indictment. Same thing with regard to punishment. Do you understand? And then in each of those cases, I have here on the computer plea bargain rejections that you've signed with Mr. Parker that shows that the district attorney's office has made offers if you wanted to enter pleas of guilty for 4-year terms in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. I want to make sure you understand what your possible consequences are and what your options are, and do you understand all of that? And do you want to reject those offers and have your cases set for trial? And Ms. Malfino, is there any reason to believe that these offers would change?
No.
I want to make sure you understand, Ms. Randall, that after today, I will not accept these plea agreements. Once your case goes on the trial docket, it's going to be tried in front of a jury, or it would be a plea to something other than this, but not less. Do you understand? Okay, and I will get your case set on the trial docket. Mr. Parker has been appointed to represent you at this point. He's one of the attorneys who handles a lot of cases for me as a court-appointed attorney. With your permission, I can release him and appoint another attorney who could begin preparation for trial a little quicker. Is that okay with you? Mr. Parker, you're released. Ms. Randall, we will appoint someone today. They should be out to see you very soon to begin preparation for trial. Okay?
Judge, just if I may, for the record, in addition to providing notice of whatever enhancements I can, I will also most likely file a motion stacking sentences.
So I want to make sure you also understand, because these offense dates were different dates, that if you're found guilty in each of these cases, the state can request that any punishment you receive run consecutively, which means stacked on top of each other. I'm not telling you I'll do that, but that could be something that could happen in your cases. Do you understand? And do you still want to move forward with trial in both cases? All right, we'll get it set. You can go back with the bailiff.
Thanks for watching. Stick around longer and click the highlighted videos to your right. See you there.